What is up, YouTube? Josh back with another video. I haven't been here for a while. Seems to be my common theme. I haven't put up a video up since the Waterloo video game swap. So I figured I would kind of show you guys what I've been picking up for the past couple months, or weeks I should say. There hasn't been a whole lot of actual purchases, but I did get some pretty sweet stuff. So here we go. First up, as many of you know, I'm a huge Turtles fan, and a new movie came out, Out of the Shadows. The second one by Michael Bay. The first one wasn't that great, and I've heard the second one is even worse. So I just figured I'd bypass that and spent my movie ticket money on Turtles, the trilogy movie on Blu-ray. This is probably a better spend of my money, and when the new one comes on Netflix, I'll watch it there. But until then, I really like these movies. Even the third one, everyone craps on the third one. I still really like it. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's just me fanboying, but I like it. So, but it's cool to have all three of those on Blu-ray. Next, I actually picked this up a while ago. I just forgot to put it in my, pickup video a couple weeks ago. Picked up the new Doom. It's amazing. It's great. It's exactly what I wanted from a Doom game. It's nice to go back to like a refresh of like the old school arcade shooters where it's kind of like run in and shoot and kill everything rather than trying to like hide behind corners and be sneaky and stuff like that. It's basically just a run and gun. Shoot everything that moves, kill everything, and have a blast doing it. So if you haven't picked it up, pick it up. I picked up the one up at Walmart that has the controller skin. I don't know if you guys have seen these things, but it looks pretty sweet. I doubt I'll put it on my controller because I suck. And it comes with all the season pass and everything like that. So also very cool. So pick it up if you haven't. Also flip the cover around. It's way cooler, just so you know. Now we've got some thrift store pickups. The first two are from, actually I think these are all from Goodwill. Yeah, I think they're all from Goodwill. Not like by me specifically, but in another town that's close by. The first one is Scarface on the PSP. I really like Miami Vice on PSP. If you haven't checked it out, I would check that game out. It's really, really sweet. I'm hoping this is kind of like that. If it is, I'm gonna love it. So I picked it up, it was $2. Next is Nano Breaker. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. It looked really interesting, although I've actually seen quite a few people pick this up recently. And they haven't had the nicest thing to say about it, but I don't know, whatever. For $2 again. Last one I picked up is Dewey's Adventure on the Wii. For $2. I've known nothing about this game. I just saw the Konami tag on it. So I was like, it can't be that bad. I'll check it out for $2. I can't really go wrong. So it's kind of like a puzzle platformer where you move the Wiimote to kind of move the world around, and he's like a cloud, and that's how you kind of move stuff around. So if that makes any sense, I guess we'll try it out at some point. But definitely cool to check out for $2. Next, I picked up an amiibo, and I'm really happy to actually get this. Super cheap. I picked up the Ryu amiibo used from EB Games for like $8. I really wanted this. I really wanted Ryu. I think he's one of the cooler looking amiibos, but didn't really want to spend the $15, $16 on a new one. So I happened to see a used one, so I just picked that one up instead. So really cool about that. Continuing on the amiibo train, I picked up the Splatoon 3-pack. It's the only way to pick up the Inkling, if you didn't know that, at least in Canada that I know of. This was on clearance at Walmart for $10, so to get all three of them for $10, I'd go for that. It's the only place I've seen it. Otherwise, it goes for like 40 something. I want to say $45 around that. So I don't know, $10 can't go wrong for the like a limited character, I guess you could say. But sweet on that. Next, I have a whole bunch of free games. Yes, free games. I did not pay a cent for these things, and they are sweet. Many people have asked me, how do I get these free games? I've shown them in other videos, games I get for free that are kind of cool. Basically with my job, I drive around with a truck, and I have a friend who works at a yard, and people just dump stuff off, and he kind of goes through it and picks stuff out. And he knows I like video games, so if he sees anything, he just pulls them out and grabs them. Sometimes I find video games in the pile, and I'll pull stuff out. So this is all the stuff I got for free. Now, a lot of it is kind of crap, but the ones I have at the end are pretty sweet, so we'll just jump into those. So, starting from the beginning, this is the list as I found them. So there's some good stuff and some bad stuff. Gran Turismo 3, none of these ones I'm keeping specifically. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06. Splinter Cell I guess the first one, PS2. These are all PS2 games. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. I had this game that I bought, and then when I got home, it didn't have the disc in it, and I tried to return it. They didn't like it, so at least now I have a complete copy. Not that I'm keeping it. SOCOM US Navy SEALs. PGA Tour 2005. Sorry, these are just falling on the floor because I don't care. Madden 04. The better ones of the Grand Theft Auto 3. Again, everyone has that game. Another SOCOM. And Madden 06. So, I mean, for free, I'm not going to complain. I'll take them as they are. But I'll probably just end up selling those off and putting money towards something else. The ones I am keeping, though, are right here. A couple of GameCube games, Star Wars The Clone Wars. I actually didn't know this was on GameCube, to be honest. I've only ever seen this on Xbox with the Tetris Worlds, the dual pack game, so I didn't know this actually came on GameCube, so that's kind of cool. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I've never played this one. I've only played a couple of Tony Hawk 2, 3, and 4. I haven't played any Underground games, so if it's good, let me know. These ones are really sweet. The classic Splinter Cell trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, not classic trilogy. This is Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, and Rainbow Six 3. So the 3 games in one pack. It's not Siphon Filter. Gosh, my words. Splinter Cell 1, 2, and 3. It's just those 3 games. I was interested in actually picking this game up a while ago when I saw it at Value Village, but just never did, and now I got it for free, so that's cool. The last few are they're good stuff. Suffering, The Ties That Binds. It's got a bit of water damage on it. Obviously, it's been thrown in the garbage. But I think this is the second one in the series. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Looks pretty cool, though, so figured I'd grab it. And this one, I could not believe my eyes when I saw it. I posted it on Facebook a while ago, and people were just dumbfounded that it was there. I have some that aren't here as well. I found 4 copies of Elder Scrolls Morrowind. I found a couple of copies of those as well, but whatever. But this game I've been looking for forever. When I heard about it, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, and I've been kind of looking for it ever since. Never really willing to drop a coin on it that I should, or that people wanted for it, but now I got it for free and I'm ecstatic. And that is Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. Yes, this was thrown in the garbage and I got it for free. I can't make the stuff up, it's ridiculous. So it is complete, it is in great shape. Look at the beautiness. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know why this happens. I don't know why people throw these games out. Seriously, if people just want to give games away for free, I'll come to your house and I'll take them. You don't need to throw them out. So, glad to have saved this from the dump, from being incinerated and being crushed or whatever. Picked that up, and I saved myself about 60 bucks, so that's sweet too. Also in the garbage, I found this, which is pretty ridiculous. The last issue of Nintendo Power. It's pretty beat up. As you can see, the wrinkles and the bit of tears. But the poster's in here. It's all in good shape. The poster is loose, but there it is. Again, don't understand why people throw these things out. I just happened to see, I think I saw the Nintendo Power a little bit like this. I kind of saw that hanging out. And I was just like, oh, I will take that, and yanked it out. Really, really cool. So, also it has advertisement for Tank 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 on the Wii U. I've been trying to find this game too, and I can't find it. But really cool to find that for free. I already have it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one yet. So, Vita collecting is becoming harder and harder and harder these days, especially with it becoming a legacy console. So I'm really trying to push for a larger Vita collection. So at some point, I will have a lot of Vita games. So I saw an ad up on Kijiji for 2 games for 40 bucks. One of the games is probably worth 40 bucks, the other one's not, but I figured whatever, I'll grab them both and sell one off and, kind of make it all worth it. The first game is Freedom Wars on the Vita. It's probably worth about 10 bucks. I know they're selling it 10 bucks brand new right now. I already have it, so I figured I'll buy it and trade it off at some point. The game that I really wanted was Danganronpa 2. Really happy to get this. It was my birthday last week, and so I actually splurged and bought the first Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, on Amazon for I think it was 30 bucks. So I bought that, and now I have the second one, and I gotta wait for a deal on the third one. But these are really cool games. I'm going on a road trip in a week or two, so I really want to have something to play while I'm sitting in the back seat. And then I went to Walmart to try to pick up some other games. I know I've seen other YouTubers going to Walmart and then asking employees to basically verify prices, and then when they bring them up, they're not in the system, so they just mark them really cheap and people get really good deals. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for me. Everything was still marked at like 20 bucks. So I picked up one game from Walmart, and that is Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I don't have it. I think this was also released on the PS3 as far as I know. But whatever, this one looks pretty cool, so I just grabbed that. And I had another game in my hands, and it was also 20 bucks. I'm like, I can't drop 20 bucks on this game, there's no way. And I already have it, I just have it loose, and I wanted it kind of complete with a case and stuff. So I just left it, and then I drove around for a little bit, and I ended up stopping it in a microplay that I don't normally go to. And they had this game used for $7 complete, so I just grabbed it then. So really glad I didn't drop 20 bucks on a new copy, and that's Resistance Burning Skies. So I have 2 copies of this now, one loose, one complete, so the other one will be traded off or sold off at some point. I want to say this is probably the second best shooter on the system, behind Killzone. Killzone is great. I haven't played this one at all, but from everything I've heard, it's the general opinion that Killzone is better, and then Resistance is the second best. So looking forward to jumping into that at some point. Next, I won a contest from Blast Mode 7. If you haven't checked out Blast Mode 7, you should definitely do it. Here's his picture up here. Click on it, and it'll take you right to his channel. I will also leave a link down in the description to check him out. Really, really cool. I entered this contest quite a while ago. I remember him showing what he was going to give, and I was just like, that's really cool. I really want that. I missed out on the pre-order, and then the prices just skyrocketed, and basically I just kind of wrote off my hopes of ever getting one. And then miraculously I won Blast Mode 7's contest, and I got it, and he threw in a couple goodies for me as well. So I'm going to show off the goodies first. He knows that I like video game magazines. I've got a whole collection of them. So he threw in some extra ones for me, some Game Pros. So he threw in the one with Oddworld, Munch's Odyssey. Very cool. The Perfect Dark Game Pro. The Portal Runner Game Pro. And Harry Potter in the Sorcerer's Stone. Well, actually, back when it was called the Sorcerer's Stone, not Philosopher's Stone, which is really, really cool. So those are fun to look through. I love looking through old gaming magazines. It's just such a throwback. And then he actually found an extra one of these, and I did mention that I was interested in it. I don't think I have this one, and so he's just like, yeah, we'll work something out, and he ended up just throwing it in the package for free. The Super Mario World Nintendo Powers. So I love me some Nintendo Powers. These are really, really cool, so happy to grab that as well. So thank you very much, Blast Mode 7. Getting on to the main events, this is what I won from his contest. The Majora's Mask Limited Edition, Collector's Edition I should say, Skull Kid for the 3DS. Really, really, really cool. It's still sealed. I haven't opened it yet, but I will because I'm going to pull the game out and play it. I'm going to play Ocarina of Time first, obviously, and then jump into this one. So this will sit proudly on my shelf. Finally, I can add it to my collection, and all of you guys can just be jealous. That's really all I can say about that. Now, everyone's heard of limited run games. Everyone knows about it. Everyone's probably tired of seeing it. But whatever, I did get the Futuridium PS4 and PS Vita copies. Looks like a pretty cool space shooter. Kind of, I don't really know. It's kind of like a time trial, almost. It seems like that kind of vibe. We'll see how it goes. I'm mostly interested in these because they are kind of hard to come. They are limited runs. I will dive into these at some point. They do look cool. So happy to get both of those. It seems though like everyone's complaining about how hard it is to get copies. I haven't had any trouble at least yet. But I noticed that I order them and then people are just like, oh, I just got in the last order, and they always get them first and then I have to wait like 2 weeks to get mine. Probably because I live in Canada, but it just seems like if you order first, you get yours last, so the first shall be last and that kind of thing. Who freaking knows about how that goes? This next one is really, really cool. It just showed up in the mail today. I was actually hoping another game would show up, but it didn't show up yet. But this one is really, really cool. As far as I know, this is an Asia-only release. So bells are going off. You know, you should check this game out. It is a remake of an old Amiga game, and I believe my friend and I used to play this. And I honestly don't remember. It must have been on the Amiga, because that's where it was. I couldn't tell you. I just remember playing it at somebody's house, and it was pretty cool. The name rung a bell when I saw it online, so I checked out some gameplay. It looks really, really brutal. It looks really, really cool, and actually comes with the original game on disc, as far as I know. I haven't played it yet. I just got it today. But anyways, the game is Shadow of the Beast on the PS4. It comes in Chinese and English version. You can only get it from Asia or Hong Kong. Again, it's the only way to get it. But yeah, it was pretty cheap. I think I found it for like 40 bucks on eBay shipped. It is also on Play Asia, but the one on eBay was actually just a little bit cheaper. So I sprung for this version of it. It is really, really cool to have the option to import PS4 games, and everything's region free. And it's also cool that it's in English, so I can also understand it. Everything's subtitled, so you can have Chinese subtitles or English subtitles. They speak like a weird language in the game that you can't understand anyway, so really, really cool. So check it out if you like import games, or if you like the original Shadow of the Beast on the Amiga. That's pretty much all I can say about that. So thanks very much for watching this whole video and checking it out. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.